Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Russell Matthews here, and I'm back with another Canadian benefit update for you. Now, it seems that something has changed as of this new CRB application date that just opened up today, and that is that for many people, applying on the phones is no longer an option, and this has left people locked out of accounts so that they can't actually apply in any way. Now, this is something we knew could potentially happen, and it's something we covered a couple months ago on this channel when we listened through the CRA's phone application where they actually claimed that you should be ready for us to close this line at essentially any time. Here's what the CRA's application phone number had as its pre-recorded message back in October.
This automated telephone service will only be available for a limited time. If you still need financial support payments, you may need to submit your applications through CRA's My Account service in the future. Don't wait until the last minute. Set up your My Account now. You can do so by searching on your internet browser for CRA My Account, or by going to canada.ca/myaccount.
So that was what it said way back when that line first opened up. Hey, you know what? We might close down this option for application, so get ready to apply online. But now that this is actually happening, the rollout is a little bit interesting. It seems like they're trying to reduce the load on this phone application service, and the way they've chosen to do that is if they have any record of you recently being on the CRA My Account website, now the phone line will prompt you and say, hey, we've noticed that you have access to this online service, or at least you've logged in the past however long they're using. We need you to apply via that route rather than using this phone line. Now, I'm not entirely sure how long ago you would have had to log into your CRA account in order to be sort of triggered to be given this message and sort of forced through the online site. But either way, the only people who are seemingly able to apply for the CRB via the phone line as of right now are people who have never been on that website, or at least haven't in quite some time. Just so that you can hear exactly what this message is in case you run into it when you're applying on the phones, let's take a listen right now. I'm going to call the CRA and I'll skip forward to this part just so you can hear the message.
Our records indicate that you have previously used CRA's My Account service to apply for COVID-19 support payments. You must continue to use the CRA's My Account service to submit your recovery benefit applications. You can do so by searching on your internet browser for CRA My Account, or by going to canada.ca/myaccount.
So that's the message that you receive if you are to try to call into the CRA to apply for the CRB, the CRCB, or the CRSB if you've logged into the CRA account recently. They're trying to sort of funnel you into using the web account. But this doesn't account for some special situations which are sort of put between a rock and a hard place right now by this change. In the previous video I made about these lines being potentially closed, we talked about some of the major problems if they were to just do this on a wide scale, like how many people don't have access to these websites and may not be able to apply online and instead depend solely on the phone. So at least right now, those applicants who have never applied online can still continue applying via the phone, but there are people who are left out of this system. So at least this isn't a total shutdown of the phone lines. People who have never logged onto their CRA account will be able to continue to apply via the phone. However, lots of other people who may have used the phone application for certain situations, they're not going to be able to because they've recently had access to their CRA account. Now, since this change popped up, I've received quite a few comments of people saying, hey, I've been locked out of my CRA account for a number of reasons. Maybe there has been problems with your password or your username, or maybe some of those security questions. There are certain situations where you might be locked out of your account, or maybe your accounts aren't linked correctly and you're having troubles with your account because of that. Lots of people who are having these sort of troubles have just said, you know what, I don't like this online application, I'm going to depend on the phones. But however, they have their CRA account, so now when they're calling in to try to apply for the CRB, they're being forced back to this mess that is their CRA account that they haven't gotten sorted yet. And while it may have been smart to get these sort of problems sorted out ahead of time because they did receive that earlier warning that these lines may close, if you're in this situation, you may not have expected it to just come randomly one time on a Monday when you're trying to apply, right? You'd imagine that they might give you a little bit of warning that you'd have to get your account sorted. Even if the change was just announced a little bit ahead of time and people had a few days to get their online application sorted, that could have been a huge help. But I just wanted to hop on here to make a quick video for you guys to let you know that this change is something that happened and that you may experience when you're applying this week. Let me know down in the comments if you've experienced any other problems or if you have any thoughts about this whole change in the application process for those who are applying on the phone. Is this something that will affect you specifically, or can you think of any groups of people that might be affected by this change without notice? Either way, make sure to let me know, and while you're down there, hit the like button so this video gets spread to more people who might be looking for the information. And of course, if you haven't already done so, make sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell, because I'm coming out with updates like this all the time whenever there's any sort of news or information related to Canadians and their money. So if you're interested in sort of setting yourself up to live a more financially stable future, that's what we talk about here on the channel, so make sure to hit those buttons down there. And with all of that said, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I know this was just a quick video, but I hope it helped you out at least a little bit, and I'll see you next time.